ending this. This is the end.
Alright everyone, JP here, and we're back with another Dragon Ball Legends video on the channel today. Now today, gonna pretty much be giving you guys something new to the channel. Now normally I do weekly crystal guides, which is what you guys are probably used to seeing throughout the month. We're gonna do something a little bit different. It's gonna be pretty much just a 2025 crystal guide for you guys. So I'm kind of gonna be going over everything that we're guaranteed at the very least throughout like a month-to-month basis. Now this is only the things that are getting either reset or getting added during campaigns. Like I said, these are like the guaranteed things that are coming every month, and then sometimes during some campaigns or like special events, we might get other like bonus events and everything as well, new content. So like I said, this is only for like guaranteed wise, but at the very least you're getting a decent amount through a month-to-month basis. So I'm kind of go over that, and then towards the end I'm going to go over some bonuses for like my newer players as well, so do keep that in mind. But as always, if you're new around here or you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like on the video, because it's very much appreciated, and join the channel. I am also doing a giveaway. I explained it in the last couple of videos. You automatically be entered. You know, just make sure you guys are commenting at least on one video and you're subscribed to the channel. The more you comment, the more likely you are to win. And we're aiming for 5,400 subscribers. Now enough yapping. Now one of them is going to be the raid. Currently right now we do have the raid for the from the festival, which goes away in a couple days till the festival is about to end. But every time that we're announced, you know, a monthly campaign, we're going to get at least one raid, and we're guaranteed at least 700 crystals from it. Because currently we do have this one, you know, where we have like 5 different raids and all that. Now, like I said, this is from the festival, so I'm not counting this one, but I'm just counting, you know, our amounts for like future raids. So we currently do have after like what the battle hour is coming up in a couple days. So once we get revealed whatever we're getting, we're probably going to, you know, get revealed the campaign and all that good stuff. So we're guaranteed at least 700. That is what I'm going to add so far right now. And then you guys do also have the challenge battle. Every time we get some sort of a campaign, whatever that campaign is buffing, whatever saga, you know, tags or whatever, that is what the challenge battle is going to kind of be based on. As you can see, I haven't been active as much, but you're at least guaranteed 500 crystals from this. You just have to play it, and you're going to get the crystals from the shop. So there's an exchange shop. I like this option right here where you can just click the exchange shop and it pops it up for you right here. But we're guaranteed, like I said, 500 at the very least. Not too bad, right? But the Battle Royale isn't currently active because it just ended. So I am going to kind of mention that one, because we're getting one of those every single PvP season. And what did I mean by that? Every new PvP season. That's what I'm kind of trying to mention. I say this every time. We get at least one per PvP season. And PvP resets like twice in a month. It just depends. Some of them are longer, depending on, you know, how they want to extend it, because sometimes they extend it during certain campaigns or during like the celebrations for the anniversaries. We're guaranteed at least 300 crystals, you know, coming from this. Now, like I said, everything that I'm mentioning is going to be stuff that is guaranteed to either reset or get added into the game during the month. Now, they did say that they were doing some big things this year as well. So that, like I said, there are some things that might go unaccounted for, which is why I'm not mentioning it in this video. But we do also have, let's say, like the Tournament of Power. That's another one. This is where you're gonna get a lot of crystals from. Now, sorry about that, guys. I cleared my throat. You're only gonna get probably I would say like S lead and up. You're gonna a fairly good amount. If you're like me, you haven't been playing this much and you drop some leads, you're not gonna get that much crystals coming from the A lead. But I do know the amount that you're getting from the S and the Z lead. Now S lead, you're gonna be able to get at least, if we're looking at it on a monthly basis, right, that is going to be about 1,500, because Tournament of Power resets twice in a month, because it's every 2 weeks. So twice a month, that's about 1,500, you know, coming from Tournament of Power. Now if you're in the Z League, the potential is about 1,500. So if you double that, that'll be 3,000. So at the very least, I'm gonna hope most of you guys, or at least close to being in like, you know, the S league. So if you're just one league down like me in the A league, pretty simple to get there. But we're gonna add 1,500 to that, like our login bonuses or like our daily stamp. That is 500 a week, 1,000 every 2 weeks. So if you calculate that like I did with the tournament power, you know, that 2 weeks plus another 2 weeks, that's 4 weeks. So at the very least, you're going to be able to get 2,000 coming from this out of the month. Now we're going to go ahead and add that. Then we have the mission plan. This resets same time. You know, every 2 weeks, it's the same. It just depends. You know, some people might complete theirs sooner than others. Some people might just be now, you know, starting on a new plan, because it's different from everybody. Everybody isn't on the same day, but it does reset, like I said, every 2 weeks. So at the very least, you're going to be able to get 1,000 from this. There's 500 for the free to play side. So we're going to add that. Okay, so we're sitting at that. Then your login bonuses, you have your dailies, and then you have your weekend login bonuses. So daily ones, you know, you're only getting 70 per week. So I calculated that. And if you're looking at it over a month span plus the weekend login bonus, that's about 680 at the very least. And that's not including, like I said, not including like any of the campaigns that we're normally getting, any of those you know, extra login bonuses. So at the very least, we're getting 680 from that, and we're almost already at 7,000. There's still a couple things that I still need to mention. Okay, ladies and gents, we are back with on the Legends ranking page. Now this one, it only resets once a month. So you're only able, everyone should be able to at least get up to this 300 right here. So make sure you get into the class. I think that's what, 5 stars right there. So make sure you're at least just being active and you're doing the beginner missions and all the different missions that are right here. That's where you're gonna get most of your points from. But you're gonna be able to get at least 300 from this. So we're gonna add that. At the very least, normally we're gonna get at least 2 PvP seasons in a month, and that's only if those seasons are about, you know, about 2 weeks, week and a half. This one is a little bit shorter, I think. Actually, no, this one is a little bit longer. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's about 3 weeks, but it was pretty much for the part 3 of the festival and everything. So it makes sense, right? But like I said, sometimes some of these seasons are going to extend to a certain like 3 weeks or even more. But normally it is about 2 weeks. So if you calculate that, at the very least, I feel like everyone should be able to get into the top 30K. You know, that's 400 right there. And then at the very least, you should be in the top 20, the top 10. That's 200 right there. That's 600 right there. Plus, you know, doubling that, that's 1,200. So at the bare minimum, you should be able to at least get 1,200. But if you're able to get, let's say, in the top 10K, that is, instead of 400, that's 800. Plus this extra 200, that's 1,000. So at the very least, that's 2,000. But at the bare minimum, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna add 1,200 just at the bare minimum. And then at the end of the day, that isn't even, you know, some PvP seasons are gonna have medals like these right here, and I've already claimed mine, you know, but some of them are gonna have you know, special medals for whatever campaign's been buffed or whatever other celebration that we're having, like the anniversary or the festival. And you're gonna be able to get bonus crystals. So like I said, this is just the guaranteed amount that you guys are looking at so far. I'm talking about the Zenkai Rush battle, which is an event. Now currently we don't have one because I don't know if they're gonna make this a thing where you have to do the raid and you have to collect the medals and then you get the Z power from the shop, because they gave us a whole separate boss right here with the Rojita, and for both him and the Blue Boys, we have to collect their medals from the shop. Now, if the next Zenkai that we get this month, you know, we're guaranteed at least one Zenkai. Their Zenkai wasn't, you know, their Zenkai is part of the festival. It wasn't a part of whatever campaign we're about to get. We're guaranteed at least one. Sometimes we get 2. Like I said, it just depends. It depends on what's been buffed. But at the very least, if this is what they're doing going forward, then, you know, we're guaranteed at least a raid, like I said. So we're looking at least 300, because that is what you're getting from this. But it does make it a bit, I would say, a bit more easier, I guess you can say. It just, the thing is, if we had the event plus this, that would be like 600 crystals instead. So double, but unfortunately we don't. This resets normally every 2 weeks. Most of the stuff in the game resets every like week or two, so about twice a month. This one is a part of the festival, obviously, but you're gonna be able to get 606 exactly crystals, and if you multiply that by 2, that's 1212. Now, where am I getting this? Because some people have mentioned it. They mentioned it before. Where are you getting this amount? Now, you're getting all this from your first time rewards, and make sure just make sure you're doing your first time rewards. Your challenges, you get that as well. So once you do all these different difficulties, which I never do because I'm not as active as I used to, you also have, if you look in the shop, a bonus 300 all the way at the bottom. So keep this in mind. You have to scroll all the way at the bottom. There's a bonus 300 on top of you doing your first time rewards and your challenges, and that adds up to 606. So keep that in mind. Now, at the bare minimum, this one is based on your friendship points. So you always want to use people that have friendship rank 1 at the very least, because they give you the more crystals. So the easiest way you can do that is you can kind of just go right here and then find friendship rank, and then go right there, and it'll show you the ones that have like either 1 or friendship rank 2. It'll be right there at the bottom right, as you can see right there next to the character. Now, at the bare minimum, you're able to get 150 from this. It just depends on the characters you're using, but the max you can get from this is up to 200. So like I said, if you want to get up to at least the max, make sure you're at least doing using characters that have friendship rank 1, and if you don't have any more, use friendship rank 2. So whichever ones are the lowest. But if you add that on a month basis, about 4 weeks, that is about 800 crystals. So almost 1,000 comes from this. So not too bad. I'm gonna add that, and we're sitting at a little bit over 10,000. But besides that, I think that's about it. Anything else that we have, it's not. I could definitely sit here and say that it's just some events, they come around every so and so. So this is the amount that you're guaranteed at least, and this is without me including, let's say, I don't know, let's say some of the other events that we hope to see more often, like let's say like the Hoi Poi, story mode. Story mode, I can't say every month. It doesn't get updated every month. It's more like every 2 months, every so and so. So I can't give you guys a guarantee on that. But at the very least, without like all the little bonuses that we might see, like the log year bonuses, the bonus events for some of these campaigns that we're going to get on a month-to-month basis, this is what you're at least guaranteed so far if you're free to play. And you can get even more. So like I said, some of these, it just depends on your ranking. Like PvP, if you're ranking pretty high, top 10K, 10K, 1K, you're gonna get more than what I mentioned. So just keep that in mind. This isn't the final amount you're gonna get every single month, but this is the base amount you can see. Now, for my newer players, like I mentioned toward the end, I am gonna mention some bonuses. But story mode is gonna be your biggest friend. There's 16 parts so far, and this is where you're gonna get the majority of your crystals. You're gonna be able to get these from the story mode, and then normally when you complete story mode, there's a mission that pops up for each chapter that you complete, or I believe book, not chapter. So it'll be under Z missions right here, and normally it will pop up like right here. So it'll say like part 16, book 5, chapter 5. So that way, you're gonna get an additional 10 CC on top of that. You want to soul boost your characters, because there is a mission as well for that. So the more you soul boost your characters, the more crystals you're going to get. It's only 10 crystals for a certain amount of panels. Now I can't show you guys because I've already maxed mine out. So I've already maxed mine out, and the mission doesn't pop up anymore for me. So that's another way for you if you're new to the game. Another upgrading your equipment. What do I mean by that? I do have an equipment guide that I made maybe like a couple months ago. But essentially what that means is, if you get one of these equipments right here, right? Let's say you want to get one of these to gold or red slot. Re-upgrading your equipment is basically just doing that. And then just do this. And make sure you guys are hitting batch upgrade, because if you don't hit batch upgrade, it's going to go one by one instead of going that fast, how you just saw right there. And normally when you do that, I believe it's every like 50 or 100 re-upgrades that you get a mission that pops up for it. It normally has this one that pops up, and then there's another one that pops up for Z or higher. I don't have that one anymore because I've already maxed it out. It maxes out at 1,000, I believe. So yeah, that's another way you guys can get some more crystals. These right here, make sure you're doing these because there's missions as well. A lot of these, your crystals you're getting are going to be either from story mode or the missions. But if you go down here, scroll down to the original series, you're looking at right here. Yeah, so all of these in their missions, you're getting an additional 1,000. And then there's also missions for like the special events as well that's giving you crystals. So just make sure you guys are overall just stick to the story mode, so boost your characters and everything. Make sure you're playing some of the events, the original series, because like I said, new players, especially if you're new, you have the keys to the game because you have access to get those crystal amounts, unlike some players. So if you're like me or you're like someone else who's been playing for a while now, a lot of these free-to-play events, you don't have access to get those crystals anymore because you've already kind of completed most of them. So at the end of the day though, I believe that is going to be it for this video. On a regular month, something that's not like a celebration. But like I said, this is just, the base amount you can be at least guaranteed for. We're probably going to see like bonus events, they always do it during the campaigns that they buff. There's some type of special event for the new character or something, or we get something else added into the game that's gonna give us crystals. So like I said, around 10,000, a little under 11,000. Not too bad at all, I would say. But definitely could be a little bit better, especially if we're free to play. I'm mostly free to play. I don't spend money on the game as much as I used to. So with that being said though, hopefully this was helpful for any new player out there, any free to play player. Hopefully this helps you get the right just the right mindset to just know, hey, this is how much crystals that we can look forward to at the very least monthly. So you want to spend those crystals a little wisely. But with that being said, as always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.